Yo yo, now welcome to another Manchester City super fan video. Now today this is going to be a quick one. Manchester City versus Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League group stage. We're going to do a quick review on that match that just finished not too long ago. Manchester City was off to a very slow start. I think Grealish had a real bad game, and Morris, yeah, their game was they slowed the game down. They slowed the game down like to 0 miles per hour. Manchester City was just passing backwards, passing with with no intent in the first half. The first half was weak. It's the weakest I've seen Manchester City in a very long time. I thought in that match, Pep would have been bold enough to make the change in the first half. I was crying for Foden, I was crying for Julian Alvarez, I was crying for Bernardo Silva to come on that field and make a difference. Rodri also kind of, he made some very good interceptions, I must say, but kind of slowed the game down. So I was hoping to see maybe a Calvin Phillips in and put some tempo, put some pace on the game, some purpose in the game. And surely halftime I was like, okay, Pep not gonna send that same squad out because he knows. And if I can see it, I mean Pep is a genius. If we can see it, Pep saw it. But he gave the boys a second shot in the second half, and it was the same, pretty old the same. They started the second half the way they ended the first half. Very slow, no intent, and I was saying to myself, oof, Dortmund is going to score. If we keep playing like this, Dortmund is going to score. Come on, Pep, please, make the changes. Dortmund scored. Now, 1-0 up. City is 1-0 down. In a game that I thought would have been a pretty easy and straightforward game, but, Dortmund came out and they did what they had to do. They did their best. They came out, pretty decent. Bellingham had a good game. Rice, what a player, had a wonderful game. But when Pep made the changes, when he took Grealish off, when he took Morris off, and Gundogan, and he sent on Julian Alvarez, and he sent on Bernardo Silva, and he sent on Phil Foden, then it was a different City. City was finally ready to, tear teams apart, attack. It's surprising that Kevin De Bruyne was out there on the right, like wide right. It's kind of surprising, but it worked. Manchester City came back. What a shot from John Stones! Woo! No, John Stones he pretty much played the right back position for Manchester City in that match. He's not as attacking as you want your right back to be, but he's a defender, so he's good, defensively. But John Stone has that shot. He has that shot, and he has that range of pass. For a defender, John Stones is so clinical with his passes and his range. And when he took that shot and it whistled into the net of the goal, it was like, ooh, perfection. That's why you watch football, to see goals like that. So what I'm saying? So John Stone did what he had to do, and Manchester City was drawn level with Dortmund once more, 1-1. Now the game is on. Manchester City went in another gear, and Phil Foden was just cutting through the Dortmund team. He was swinging them passes in left and right. Whoo! That's the Man City that I know. That's the Man City we enjoy watching. And sure enough, Joe Cancelo. It's not the first, it's not the second. We've seen him make that pass with the outside of his boot that just swings and curves around and cut. What a ball. No, that was a great shot by itself. Like that it wasn't a shot, but That was a great ball inside to Erling Haaland, but that finish, Erling Haaland grew big like a monster, and he stretched that limb out, and he caught that ball, whoops, straight into the Dortmund goal, made it 2-0 up. That guy just can't stop scoring. Erling Haaland can't stop scoring. What a match. Overall, it was a good match. For future reference, Guardiola got to know that every match is a serious match, and he knows that, and he puts his team together. But sometimes, the team doesn't do what you expect them to do. It happens, it's football. But we're still top of our group with 6 points. We still haven't lost any matches in Champions League. That's good. And as I said earlier, Manchester City to win the Champions League, that's my bet. Alright? So guys, until the next time, remember, like, share, subscribe, and let's talk football right here on Manchester City Fan Channel. Okay? Super fan! Yo, I'm out. Big up.